Welcome to Majesty Christian Television Network. My name is Apostle Heliru Dokenu, coming all the way to be a blessing to you. So, if you are watching us in any of your device, I will suggest that you take a cup of tea or take cappuccino and then relax on your couch and join this discussion because it's going to be very hot. Today, I have this interesting topic for us. Honor-based violence. Is this crime worth it today? If your answer is yes, give us a call on 31-684-606-550. If your answer is also no, call the same line, okay? So, the Metropolitan Police of UK defines honor-based abuse as a crime or incident committed to protect or defend the honor of a family or a community or even a religion. There are communities today within which such practices still occur, even though it has been internationally declared as being illegal. So in this show, we'll be bringing up this issue to the open forum with community stakeholders in Amsterdam Southeast. The aim of this episode is to draw these stakeholders into an awareness creation, and by so doing, we help to spread the word against honor-based violence. Our guest today, we have in our midst Deacon Skinny Ja, Millennium Deacon of our time. Welcome to Majesty TV.
Nice to have me here today.
Thank you, Deacon. And we also have a lady among them who is a regular guest of Majesty TV, Miss Ruthie Bonnie, who is also a social worker in this community. Say hello to our fans, please.
Good evening. It is a pleasure to be here.
Thank you for being here. And also we have my own neighbor. I had to carry him to come. I said, come and be a guest because he's very intelligent. So that's no other person but Mr. Ahmed Jamal. Welcome, please.
Dank u wel. Ik spreek vanavond Nederlands, hè, maar ik wil je even bedanken voor je uitnodiging.
Thank you.
Om hier bij te zijn.
Yes, thank you. So he's going to speak just only Netherlands today because that's just how he wants to flow in this topic. So, our question goes, remember, every one of you feel very free to come in. So I'm not going to be mentioning your name before you give your input. So feel very free to come in when the questions have been asked. All right. So our first question tonight is on what are your initial thoughts about how prevalent honor-based violence is today? What's your thought about that? How do you view it? How is it in our society today? Honor-based violence, yes.
When you, if I may come in, when we want to talk about honor-based violence,
yeah,
it is a violence or a type of abuse that a group of people or somebody commits against the other. It can be financial, psychological, physical, but these things are based on religious, cultural, or traditional way of ethics. They think this is how you have to behave in a type of tradition or a setting. So if you don't behave like that, they want to correct you. And when they correct you and it's a little bit extreme, well, they will threaten you, they will beat you, whatever they will do for you not to disgrace that group of people or the set of people.
Really?
Yeah. Because for instance, in my Efe tradition, in Ghana, we have this system that they call Tronkosi system. Because in our ancient times, they worship idols.
Okay.
And then in that system, when somebody commits a very heinous crime, stealing, murder, something they don't want, at times they can find the whole family money. And so if the family don't have money, they will take their young girl to go and appease the other family or the high priest.
So must it be a girl they will take? They don't take boys?
No. It depends. But normally people like the girls, or they give out the girls, because the girls, at times they consider that they are going to marry and go away anyway.
Okay.
And they don't carry the family name. But the boys, they stay, and their children carry the family name and inherit the lands. So because the girls can easily be transferred to another family as a wife, so it's easy, she goes away. That is in the very olden times. But it's not now.
Okay.
That's because of the UN Declaration of Human Rights. You don't have to do that. Every person has a right. So now, in that system, because of Christianity is down, but the few people that do it, they pay a cow or a fine.
Yeah.
Because the girls has to go to school, the girls... Now, you don't have to do it because the police, the constitution in Ghana is protecting everybody. So that is how it's.
Thank you so much. Yes. Let me hear from the gentleman, please.
Ja, kijk, als ik even hier ook inzum, hè. Het speelt in principe bij elke cultuur.
Ja.
Overal speelt het gewoon dat eergeweld, dat speelt gewoon overal. En het belangrijkste is dat zo dat eigenlijk, vooral als je kijkt, een vrouwgedeelte, de vrouw, je moet ervoor zorgen dat die eer hoog gehouden wordt. En die jongen moet eer beschermen. Dus dan, de man eigenlijk zijn, of man, of vader, of moeder, of broer, of even, die moet beschermen aan de eer. En de vrouwenkant moet ervoor zorgen dat de eer eigenlijk hoog gehouden wordt. En dat gebeurt in principe, komt het heel vaak hoor. En nou, als wij hier in Nederland inzoomen, dat komt ook bijna alle culturen voor. De ene is wat strenger dan de andere. Maar in principe, als je van een andere land vandaan komt, en je komt hierheen en je hebt die normen en waarden van dat land meegenomen, en dat speelt ook een grote rol. Dan ga je ook je eigen eer behoorlijk beschermen.
All right, thank you. Let me this apostolary. Okay, let's hear from Deacon Scheme.
Just once again, good evening to our viewers wherever you are watching this very wonderful evening topic.
Yeah.
You see, I believe we as human beings, we have one particular problem.
Okay.
I think the problem that we have, it's about this culture thing, this tradition thing.
Yeah.
Because when you look at this very topic, for you to kill somebody because you want to honor certain culture and certain belief, it's so absurd, and I believe it is so. I don't know the right word actually to use for it. Why? Because at the end of the day, for example, if there is this lady who falls in love with a particular guy from a particular ethnic group, and it is so prohibited from her own family for anybody born into that family as a lady to go get married to somebody from another ethnic group. And because of that, some of the brothers would think that she is going to bring disgrace to the family.
Yes.
And in that, they commit this kind of act of violence on their sister, or even on the very person that the woman is falling in love with.
Exactly.
I believe if we look at what is going on right now in the world, we will be very, very clear that some of these honor-based violence actually doesn't really take place anymore, because our society have changed a lot of these narratives. Like people have to commit crime because of certain honors their family is getting.
Well, maybe you are not aware of that. I will ask my viewman. Ahmed, honor-related violence, is it still practiced in any place you know?
Voor
Suppose you can always interpret for him quickly so that he can be able to speak.
Duidelijk?
Wat nee?
Gebeurt dat nog overal, deze gerelateerde geweld?
Ja, dat gebeurt nog steeds. Dat gebeurt in principe best wel overal.
Still happening everywhere.
Ja, dat gebeurt er overal. En als je kijkt, kijk, ene land is wat minder dan de andere.
Ja.
Maar in principe als ik nu vooral in moslimse gedeelte kijk, dan speelt het nog steeds een grote rol.
Ja.
Omdat een man moet ervoor zorgen dat die inkomsten thuis in de woning, in het huis binnenbrengt. En de vrouw die moet thuis blijven. En als je daar een klein beetje verschuiving plaatsvindt, dat die vrouw ook zelfstandig financiële onafhankelijkheid wordt, dat er daar een grote conflicten van uitkomen. Maar als je ook bekijkt, vooral ik kom in Oost-Afrika vandaan, als je Oost-Afrika bekijkt, wat nog steeds een heel groot deel bij speelt, is het zo eigenlijk een stam of cultuur. Is het, je hoort bepaalde stammen. En dat is eigenlijk verzekering. Hier hebben we een verzekering, als je een auto schaadt, heb je een verzekering. Heb je iemand doodgereden in een auto, heb je een verzekering.
Let me even. So it still happens, and especially in Muslim countries, and also especially in the patriarchal setting, whereby maybe the man really is dominant, the man has to work, and the woman has to stay home and take care of the children. So there is the balance of power is shifted more or less, and so the man is more powerful in this case. Mm-hmm. And then also it's a sort of insurance. So for here you can insure many things, but in this case, if the man is like dominant or something like that, it's like an insurance and security for the family.
Nou ja, dat verzekering, hè, als je terugkomt, hier heb je een verzekering, maar daar heb je als je eigenlijk een stam. Dat is een familie, een grote familie. Dat is een verzekering. Als iemand ongeluk maakt, dan betaalt de hele verzekering bij elkaar. Dus de gemeenschap is bij elkaar betrokken. Dus als je daar een klein beetje wat gebeurt, dan is jouw eer gelijk beschadigd. Dus dan de eer speelt een heel grote rol. Dat je problemen eigenlijk, je wil even gelijk onderdrukken. En stel voor als dat ook familie, een meisje gaat wat, er is een conflict wat dan ook, hè, dan speelt dat familie ook helemaal wordt geïsoleerd met gemeenschap. En dat is niet per se geïsoleerd, hè, maar ze gaan vanzelf, omdat ze een klein beetje aangesproken wordt, als je een jongen of meisje iets doet, dan wordt de hele familie aangesproken en dan trekken ze gelijk weer terug. En dat probleem wat er hier nu in Nederland speelt is minder dan bijvoorbeeld wat in Afrikaanse landen speelt.
For instance, in Jordan, I read something that the women, when somebody comes to pay their dowry, they use the money for their brother to also use that money to marry another woman into the family.
Oh.
Yeah. So if me, Ruth, this is my brother, Mr. Slim, I have to behave really well to attract a good suitor, to pay my dowry, and every marital rights should be well done in respect of the Islamic culture, to bring respect to our worship and our family. And when we finish that, because at times the women marry a bit, whether they are younger, they marry earlier than their elder brother, or the women go a bit quicker. So their money comes in, and then they can add little to it for the elder brother to use. So if I'm there and I want to do something that I am not qualified for, good person to come and marry me and pay dowry, my brother and uncles, they are not happy with me. That is where they will be on me that you are disgracing us, and people will start insulting. But these days, people accept everything. But before, in the olden days, and some few years ago, it's not like that. So every culture is there, but now you can travel out and go and look for money. You can travel out to go to school. So if I go away from my family in London and I'm at school and I fall in love, and I call them, I'm going to marry or something, and they don't want it, I'll just stay in London, I don't come home. So, well, they will tolerate it, they are not happy. But if I'm there with them and I'm not far away, they will not accept me to do what I want to do.
Exactly. So they will be.
So they need my money, they need my dowry, and the properties they will bring to enrich the boys or the house. So you cannot. You are like property in the house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Television.
You are money. You the woman. You are a valuable commodity that they can transfer easily.
Wow.
Yeah. So in those cultures, they are very strict how you behave to keep the honor in the house.
Wow.
Maar is dat like what zij heeft gezegd? Is dat?
Yeah. Almost.
Ja, kun je een beetje...
Begrijp ik?
Kan je vertalen?
Beetje vertaling, alsjeblieft.
Ja, nou, in die...
Jordan.
Ze heeft wordt gelezen over Jordanië. Stel dat een vrouw, een meisje is in de familie, die moet getrouwd worden. Maar die vrouw wordt als een schat beschouwd. Dat wil zeggen, als de vrouw, de meisje gaat trouwen, dan komt geld binnen de familie. Dus de anderen zorgen dat de meisje wordt niet beschadigd in welke manier. Dus dat is de bedoeling. Dus alles wordt gedaan om de eer van de familie en van de meisje te beschermen, om zo te zeggen.
Ja. Kijk, als ik haar verhaal even bij aansluit. Klopt, dat gebeurt het wel, natuurlijk. En het is niet, en vooral gebeurt het ook een nomade, mensen die eigenlijk in een dorpjes wonen nog. Dat eigenlijk een meisje een beetje, nou, ik wil niet zeggen voor een beetje verkopen, maar je gaat wel in principe, als je gaat trouwen, dan moet je behoorlijk geld meenemen voor die familie. En dat de eer van die familie moet je onbeschadigen. Dat speelt wel, maar dat neemt wel steeds langzaam af.
Yeah, she thinks that it's going away, but maybe in the villages and other remote places it's still happening. But he thinks it's reducing.
Okay.
By connecting to what Antiriti said.
All right. So if that be the case, so let's talk about the things that are at stake. What are these families seeking to protect? Families that are practicing this, what are they seeking to protect?
I think what she just said, it's one of those things they protect. Like she said that, in those days, when a woman has so much of honors in her, she always gets a good husband to bring to the house, maybe a very rich one. Maybe a very rich one, like she said. And when they have that rich one, at least the younger brothers and the family also might also live in wealth through that very man.
Okay,
but when the woman starts to, maybe the woman wants to go get married to a very rich person who she falls in love with, they go against it because of the financial benefit.
All right, financial
just
benefit.
Like she said,
all right.
I think that is what they see that they are staking. And also sometimes also with religion.
Yeah. Sometimes
also like what he said, on the religion grants, not just only from the Muslim, also with the Christians.
Yeah.
The Christians also have that kind of ethics that when you come from this church, we cannot get married to people from this church. All those things we're playing, it has some religious consequences and it also has some traditional also consequences. When I earlier talked about,
I never thought about the one of religion. I mean,
of course.
From Christians.
In Deuteronomy, I forgot exactly. In the Old Testament, even the Bible says, if you have a son or a daughter who is very stubborn, drinking, reckless, you take him to the elders. They will warn him. If he doesn't change, they will stone him to death. And like in even Jesus' time, they said, don't commit adultery, don't do this. And then they asked Jesus, we call this woman fornicating. It's not good in the community, and she's behaving like that. What do we do? So even in Christianity, it is there. Yeah. But they do these things to, for instance, like in Igbo culture. In the Igbo culture, they have this Osu caste. If you collectively, they call you Osu, like in the Trokosi, in the Ewe. You don't marry the king's son. You don't marry from, if you are rich, a Osu man will not marry the rich man.
This was
long ago.
Long time ago. It doesn't
but now
happen
it's changing.
now. It doesn't happen anymore.
It doesn't happen anymore. Those things. So it's to protect. So now you are cast off. You are like outcasts.
Yeah.
You don't have
outcasts.
land.
That's what.
You don't-
That's
you
what they
don't
call
have
them.
money.
Outcasts.
Yeah.
Outcasts.
You are outcasts. You don't have land. You don't have rights for land. People will insult you. They will take your things. Some people, they don't even sell to you in the market.
To that level.
Yeah, to that level. So to avoid all those humiliation, they protect you. If you want to be bad, but now if somebody wants to be bad, you run away with the boy. What can you do?
Ja. Zo kun je vertellen. Dit soort dingen gebeurt niet alleen in de moslim religie, maar ook in christendom ook. Sommige mensen, stel dat een rijk familie iemand vandaag gaat trouwen, ze willen liever dat die vrouw of hoe dan ook moet met de andere trouwen, die ook is misschien beroemd en rijk. Dus er wordt een soort bescherming tegen in de familie, dat iemand niet, zeg maar, de familie heeft beschadigd door om te trouwen naar anderen die niet van waarde is, om zo te zeggen.
Ja, ik snap het, maar kijk, als we heel even terugkomen van een religie, hè, ik denk niet dat dat de kern is van religie. Het is gewoon cultuur. Dat is, per land is anders. Maar religie is een beetje is buiten. Of nou, in islam is een beetje alles voorgeschreven. Maar er staat nergens komt dat weer voor dat je moet gaan onderdrukken of dat je je eer hoog houdt. Het is gewoon een cultuur. In elke land is het een klein beetje anders. En een globale kijk.
Maar al deze...
Nee, het is op religieus basis.
Nee, maar cultuur is van religie.
Bijvoorbeeld, als je familie is islamisch en je wil alleen zeggen, ik ga christian worden. Nou, het is niet zo maar toegestaan, is het? Dat is religieus basis.
Dat is religie, dat is geen cultuur.
Ja.
Maar dat wil niet zeggen, kijk, dat is ook wel, dat als je je kind bijvoorbeeld een andere geloof aanneemt, maar in geloof zegt dat ook. Kijk, als mijn zoon een andere geloof gaat kiezen, ja, dan is het niet die ouder zijnde. Dat is mijn taak, want kijk, als die volwassen is, dan is die vrij.
Maar er zijn mensen die dat niet toelaten.
Er zijn wel mensen die toelaten.
Nee, maar dat gaat het om deze dingen.
Dat is ook met cultuur mee gekoppeld.
Nee, maar dat is geen... Nee, maar kijk, er zijn mensen die van religie zo vasthouden. Die denken van, op het moment dat ik ben moslim, mijn zoon, volgens mijn religie, kan mijn zoon nooit een andere geloof hebben.
For instance, myself, I told my mom, I like very much my friends at school, so I'm going to be a Muslim. So we can fast, we can dance on the street.
And you can marry so many.
I can, no,
and then you can be among.
I can be among men.
Because you like where they marry so many women.
It's all right. Then we can throw our parties and enjoy. And my mother said, no, then you'll be alone praying. Then we will go to church and you will go to the mosque. Then you cut off the family. You will separate. Don't do it. Don't do it. She was so nice. She said, but because she knows that I like with my Muniratu, Al Hassan, and Naimatu, Alice. We are in the area where there is lots of Muslims. So I like their way of doing things. We go to school together. We are friends. So I said, let me just baptize. And then they would just accept me and say, no. No, it's not allowed. You cut off our family.
Yeah.
So for you to be part of the family, they don't allow you to join another group or behave in another way.
Okay, so yes.
Als ik even terugkom aan die punten wat die maakte van oké, als die van ene geloof naar andere geloof gaat, ja, dat gebeurt het wel, dat gebeurt. Maar in principe is het wel zo, hè, een familie zijnde, als je datgene een andere geloof kiest en hij is volwassen, dan is die ouders niet verantwoordelijk, dan is verantwoordelijk aan diegene dat de gemeente of kommende van dat gebied. Die is die bepalend of hij andere geloof ingaat of wat dan ook. Maar qua eer van die familie, dat bepaalde landen schaadt die wel heel erg, en bepaalde landen schaadt die niet. En qua geloof, ik denk niet dat die daar eer aan geloof aan gekoppeld is. Tuurlijk komt het wel een heel groot deel, islamische landen voor, maar ik denk niet dat dat aan geloof dat daar aan komt.
Nee, maar kijk, eigenlijk Eigenlijk de gesprek van vanavond is om mensen die geweld doen om eer te redden.
Klopt.
Nou, een moslimvader die wordt gezien bij zijn gemeenschap als de eerste zoon van hem nu. Het is christelijk. Ja? Dat wil zeggen, op dat moment speelt religie nu. Want het gaat om een moslimvader die wil dat iedereen in de gemeenschap hem niet gaat zien als een boer die zijn zoon toelaat om een andere religie te kiezen. Maar die wil niet zeggen dat alle vaders, want zoveel vaders ook die moslims zijn, kan het respecteren dat hun zoon heeft voor een geloof gekozen. Ja. En ze gaat zeggen, als je dat doet, het is jouw zonde, niet mij. Maar er zijn ook bepaalde ouders van die moslimkanten die denken van, hey, je brengt ons familie in het probleem.
Ja.
Zo om dat reden speelt religie wel. Want het reden dat die vader nu niet toelaat is dat het is niet dat de religie, maar hij gelooft in dat religie van. Maar jij wil ons laten nu denken van, het is niet op basis van religie. Het is niet religie die zei dat die man dat moet doen. Dat is wat je nu zegt. Maar die man is bewust van, hey, ik doe het om mijn religie te beschermen.
Nee, ik ben daar niet mee eens. Want, ik ga je wel vertellen. Kijk, het is een koppeling aan de religie. Maar het is niet een religie. Het is een cultuur van dat bevolking. Want kijk, als hij zegt van mijn zoon gaat de andere geloof aannemen, dan koppelt hij zijn omgeving, wat hij gewend is in zijn omgeving, aan geloof aan. Maar dat
is zijn geloof.
Maar
zijn zoon moet niet. Ja.
Ik ben Somaliër en Somalië en Pakistan, dat is een hele grote verschil. We hebben allebei moslimse landen, maar qua cultuur, qua doen, is het een heel ander land.
Maar cultuur is van religie.
Cultuur is niet van religie.
Ja, tuurlijk.
Nee, je kan een grote koppeling aangeven, maar dat is niet zo.
Of course, they cannot work separation.
Nee, maar
culture and religion, they cannot work separation.
No, they are the same thing.
No, it's the same thing. Yeah. Kijk, als je naar een Pakistan kijkt of Suriname of wat dan ook, die moslim, die is een heel andere cultuur heeft die. Het enige wat we met elkaar hebben, dat is de religie, diezelfde religie.
Het is wat mensen. Kijk nu, ik geef een voorbeeld. Hè. You see, let me say this for our audience to understand. You see, in Holland now, do you know what Holland religion is in Holland? Holland has a religion.
It's a Christian nation.
No.
What is it? What is it?
Good. You see, religion is always what you believe in. People believe that the only religion you have is Christian, Muslim, Hindu, and whatever. My religion today can be, I don't believe in your religion. That can be my religion. Because religion is what you believe in.
And
that is what is religion.
If you don't believe in him, in his religion, then what do you believe?
That is what I believe.
There must be something.
Then you become an atheist or pagan. Yeah.
No.
You don't believe in anything. You don't believe
because
in God,
when you don't believe in anything, that is your religion.
Your
religion is not to believe in anything. So that is your religion.
If you want to say that, when we're talking about religion, we're talking about spirituality, because a lot of people believe that in the whole world is based on spirituality. Like in our Asian African culture,
not the whole world believes that. The ignorant people believe that.
But even when you say you do not believe, there is still something you are worshiping indirectly.
No, that is no. You see,
because nobody gets up every day and say, I don't worship anything. It's a very big lie.
No, but that is not a lie. We will talk on that.
It's a lie. You are a pagan.
There's something they are worshiping. But let's not digress from the topic.
Yes, that's what I wanted to say.
So let me ask you my second lesson. Are there specific behaviors which can incite or even give a hint of honor-based violence? Or honor killing? Are there some behaviors that can give us a hint that this thing is based on honor-based violence, or this is honor killing?
No, it's about everything that we have been talking about.
Are there some hints?
There are things like we are saying on religious basis. I am a Christian, and my Christian is saying you have to grow up a little bit. You don't have to marry very young, or don't have to eat pig. I don't know what our
You
religion
must
is.
marry from your tribe.
From my tribe or something. That was
You
maybe.
must marry a believer.
Yeah, believer, exactly.
Yes.
So if I'm not going to marry a believer and I'm going to marry a pagan man who sacrificed goats and all my brothers and sisters,
you are violating.
I'm violating, and then they'll be very angry with me.
Yes.
And then I'll come to culture. My culture is saying at the age of your teenage, 13 to 19, you can dress and leave your thighs and leave a little bit of your breast. You are allowed. But the moment you marry, you have to cover your legs and your everywhere.
Yeah.
That was my reason, to show respect to your husband and So if I'm married and I'm wearing a swimming costume in the marketplace, everybody will say, which family does this?
You have violated the law.
Yeah, you have
because
violated
as
the
a
law.
married woman, you need
don't
to
have
present yourself as a married woman.
Yes.
You know,
So
and
even
for
the
me, I think nothing is wrong there. Because the way married women are dressing these days, we don't need the difference anymore.
Exactly.
Because the married women are now dressing.
Our old way, they will say, Ruth, God, I saw you in the market in a bikini. How dare you? You know?
Yes.
Then everybody say, shame on you for doing that.
Yes.
But now they say, no, it's my body, I can show it. But that time, if I say, yes, it's my body, I can show it, then my husband slaps me and they punch me in the face. Next time you were dressed well. So that is how the religion, the culture, your traditional way of doing things.
Yeah.
You are going to a funeral like me. You have to wear black, or you have to wear red or very dark brown for the respect. Tone down your dressing. And I go and I wear a dress like somebody who is going to a wedding. My white, shining, everything. And I'm there with my chewing gum and laughing on phone. That is culture or tradition. You have to behave and show pain, that the people are all in pain. You go there in the midst of people you don't care.
So when somebody appears that way,
yeah.
you are saying to our audience that can provoke
somebody, yeah. Somebody
become honor violence.
Say, would you get out of this gathering?
Oh,
because it's a funeral.
You're making a point.
Yeah,
yes.
then I will say, oh, I'm here because it's my auntie. I said, no, you see, the dress code is red or brown. You are wearing white. Get out. So, that's
that's the way it happens.
Yeah, that's how the violence happens.
Yes.
You don't want to agree with the rules.
Okay. Tot nu toe,
Beetje.
Oké, maar ja, ik heb ook te maken met in de cultuur. Op een gegeven moment, cultuur en religie gaat samen. Maar in zijn stam bijvoorbeeld, als je een meisje bent, is een bepaalde manier je moet jezelf bekleden. Als je een meisje ongetrouwd, ja, je mag hier ook een beetje open laten, de benen niet bedekt. Omdat ik ben niet getrouwd. Maar zodra je getrouwd bent, dan moet alles netjes bekleding. Hier bedekken en ook de benen niet, zeg maar, openstellen. Maar als je dat doet bijvoorbeeld, dan krijg je mensen die zeggen, nee, dat mag niet. Dat wordt, als je dat doet, dan mensen klagen en zeggen dat ja, je brengt scham aan je man en de familie en dat soort dingen. Ja? Ja. Dat is de samenvatting.
Ja. Nee, maar ik sluit wel daarbij aan, want dat is wel zo wat
connecting to that.
Ja, dat is wel zo dat wat er speelt. En, want hier is heel belangrijk. En dat is eigenlijk een norm en waarde ook, als je in Amsterdam Zuidoost kijkt. In de zomer bijvoorbeeld.
Values en norms.
Vooral als je in Amsterdam Zuidoost kijkt, dan zie je eigenlijk mensen die uit Afrika vandaan komen en sommigen die Zuid-Amerikanen vandaan komen en die echt hier geboren zijn. Er zit een verschil in. En dat verschil zit ook eigenlijk een beetje een norm en waarde ook in, de cultuur die ze meenemen. En dan zie je ook eigenlijk de manier van kleden. Wat jij nu zegt, ja, ze moet geen minirokje dragen of wat dan ook. Dat zie je in Afrikaanse mensen. Die dragen eigenlijk nooit met minirokje hier op straat. Dat is wel zo, dat speelt dat gewoon. Dat is gewoon cultuur. En dat is eigenlijk, dat wil niet zeggen dat die verkeerd is. Maar ik vind dat gewoon eigenlijk een pluspunt dat wij hebben. Dat is gewoon een positief die we moeten gaan kijken van die dat deed. Maar verder wat eigenlijk jouw vraag, als ik inkom, je ging over moord hebben, maar die daar tegenover zit is eigenlijk geweld, geestelijk, psychisch. dat je buitengesloten wordt. Dat zijn eigenlijk die grote problemen wat je heel vaak tegenaan ziet bij eerproblemen.
For instance, this type of honor-based violence or something that we talk about.
Yeah.
When we are in this system,
Yeah.
with the UN, whatever it is, all the laws going on.
Yeah.
Before, the world is not like that. Every culture, every religion, they are apart and they look at each other.
Okay.
But now UN comes in and say, human rights, children's rights, education, this.
Yeah.
So people are open to new ideas.
Yeah.
But in these Western cultures, the people are really respectful to all the rules. For instance, in this our Netherlands, they say don't throw garbage outside.
Yes.
And everybody would tie this garbage nicely and throw it in the bin and cover it. But
On a specific day.
on a specific day.
Yeah.
If you don't do it, they open and they see your address, you get booter and warning.
Yes.
Even they go to a extent that they can even kick you out of your house.
Yes.
If you are pedophile and you touch little girls and you just come out of prison, in some areas when they know that you're a pedophile and you're in that area, they will say, no, this is a family area. There are lots of little girls running around. They will not give you house. But let's say Africa or my Ghana, for instance.
Yeah.
Who knows who is a prisoner just coming out? Who is a pedophile? Nobody knows.
Yes. They don't respect that.
Nobody knows. So the family is there and say, don't go here. Don't touch this person. Don't look at this one. Don't go to this family. You see? And then that is where they say you are taking somebody's freedom. You see? That's where in our system before, in the old African spiritual system, there are no prisons. Because in our mind, we know if you do something, either the deity, the village, or the area will kill you, or the family will kill you. That time. So you don't do it. But now they say, oh, let the police arrest you. So somebody will do what he wants. The police will come and say, oh, then they finish it. Then he moved to the area and continue to do what he wants to do.
But have we...
Madam, can I quickly respond to something?
Okay,
she
please
said?
go ahead.
You see, I believe one of our biggest problems, like I earlier said in the beginning of this program, is ignorance. Now, you see, like you talked about Netherlands. You see the law of don't leave garbage on the street. That's to have a clean environment for everybody. But you see this honor-based violence that we'll talk about right now. It's a selfish attitude for human beings. It's totally different from the way these people are operating. I believe there is one thing we must understand today, that so many things that we have allowed to happen is out of ignorance. Ignorance is a very, very dangerous something. That is one of the things today. Even till tomorrow, we as Africans, we are still suffering a lot of these things. You know why? Because of ignorance. Why do I say because of ignorance? Now, if I have a daughter who finds love in a particular village or in a particular family, let's say I have a problem with you, and my daughter finds love in your compound, in your house. And I tells my daughter, I don't want my daughter to marry that man that she falls in love with. It's because I'm not respecting that my daughter is an adult who can make her own decision at any time and at any given moment. That is why today in Africa we suffer a lot. Why? Because we are taught as children to always respect our parents. The Bible says, honor your father and your mother so that your days may be long. The Bible says we must to respect our elders. You see, that thing now has crippled us as a nation. When your elders are doing something wrong in your nations, nobody speak against them. Somebody will tell you, why are you talking to an elderly man like that? But an elderly man is doing something that is wrong.
But for instance, if a politician who is an elderly man or a pastor who is an elderly man is doing the wrong thing, is that elderly man obeying the rules of the Bible, obeying the rules of the nation, or being accountable for his position and the monies disbursed to him.
That is why we must not respect them.
No, no, no. So the elderly man too has to respect the rules and regulations that are laid down by the Constitution or the Bible or the tradition. You see? So if the elderly man is not obeying the rules, it's his fault. So
No.
people can hold him accountable.
Yeah.
And insult him or take him to police or do something.
Okay, good.
If you know your right that this elderly man is not doing the right thing, you can say it. You can report him. You can do anything you want.
Yeah, but
But you cannot sit down and say, because of ignorance, because I am ignorant that the elderly man is doing the wrong thing.
and you cannot say anything.
So that is why you are not saying
Yeah,
it.
but it is ignorance that caused it. Because why? They have already brainwashed me now that I must honor my father and my mother.
Did
So
they
that
brainwash you that the elderly man should steal the government's money?
Madam, just understand what I'm saying. When they told me that I should honor, let me speak Dutch here so that my brother also can also follow me. In the Bible, het is een gezegde dat je moet je ouders respecteren, zodat je lange dagen en lange jaren kan hebben hier op het aarde. De gezegde is zo verkeerd. Waarom is het zo verkeerd? Ze kon ook, er is ook een andere Bijbelvers die zei ook van, ouders moeten ook uitkijken dat ze hun kinderen niet boos maakt.
Yes, efficiency.
Dat wil zeggen, die twee dingen gaan tegelijk. Respecteren je ouders en die andere zegt van, ouders, je moet je kinderen niet boos maken. En deze twee dingen moeten gelijk gaan. Dat wil zeggen, als jij mijn vader bent en je maakt mij boos, dan is de kans dat ik jou ga disrespecteren. En dat mag wel. Maar mes wil ons laten weten van, ik mag mijn ouders nooit disrespecteren. En op het moment dat ik dat idee heeft, dan komt de cultuur van, een vrouw mag bij een andere volk niet gaan trouwen. Als een vader, je disrespecteert mij op dit moment. Als mijn keus is om een man van een andere volk, om met hem te gaan trouwen, moet jij als een vader mij respecteren, dat pas krijg je die respect. Maar wij als Afrikanen of als mensen die in deze boeken geloven, weten het al van, als mijn vader zei, hier moet je blijven. Ik heb geen reden om daar weg te gaan. Maar dat zijn die dingen over honiur-based violence. Want zelfs die jongens in het familie, die wil dat meisje vermoorden omdat dat meisje schande brengt voor het familie. Ze zijn ook hier niet meer correct. Want ze weet, ja, wij moeten onze ouders respecteren. Onze ouders heeft het gezegd van, wij mogen niet daar gaan trouwen. Dat gaat het om. Hè?
Ja. Als ik even, weet je, het is wel gelijk wat jij nu zegt, hè. Maar als ik even kijk, het probleem ligt er nou. Als je nu in Afrikaanse landen kijkt, de mensen worden allemaal zelf de dorpjes, wat er ook, ze trouwen onderling. Dat is vaak geen probleem, speelt geen rol. Die probleem die vaak speelt, die komen die mensen bijvoorbeeld naar hierheen. En als jij daar in de Universiteit van Afrika vandaan gestudeerd hebt, je komt hier, dan bak je heel snel dat proces op. Maar als jij daar nog niet op school geweest bent, hè, en wat dan ook, en dan kom je hier, heel ander land, heel andere cultuur. En het enige wat jij doet, je houdt je cultuur een beetje vast. Dat is jouw identiteit. Dat ga je een beetje vasthouden, zodat je niet weg verdwaalt. En je weet het ook in het Afrikaans, wat bij ons vaak voorkomt, een vriendinnenverkering, dat is een beetje taboe. Spreek we niet aan, dat meisje heeft een verkeer met hem. En dat gebeurt er ook niet. En vaak is het ook zo dat je dan... en dan wil je ook niet dat die meisje alleen thuis woont. Alleen ergens zelfstandig woont. En dan wil je ook niet dat jouw dochter ook 30 jaar bij jou thuis woont. En dat probleem bij elkaar komt ook heel vaak voor. Dat je gaat onderling wat zoeken van... weet je, dat je een bepaalde richting aan haar duwt. Dat je bepaald... Nou, ik wil niet zeggen dat je... Ja, je kan ook onder dwang een huwelijk... dat je schendt. Snap je? Dus dat speelt wel een beetje bij elkaar. Maar ik ben wel van mening dat geloof nog niks meespeelt.
I think
Yes.
with your understanding of the discussion on the topic, what I have really tried, even from this very particular subject we're discussing, I'm just coming from an another kind of a community discussion.
Yeah.
That has also bring about a little of this, and then it shines a light and more understanding to this. I can understand from what my brother just said about the Bible and then the belief and what God really wants for us and how it is written. And then so I think one of the most important aspects of this subject is that mostly we have no time to elaborate, expatiate, and analyze the meaning of those subjects by each.
And how it came about.
How it came about. You see, first of all, the beliefs is what plays so many in it, but human are the practicer of the beliefs.
Yeah.
And we are also given opportunity to use our wisdom in explaining things, in charting things, and executing them. You understand? In most cases, look at what my brother said. He said, it is written in the Bible, honor thy father and thy mother. Of course, this is a good thing.
Yeah.
This is a good thing. This is our God. They are our God. They're the people we see first before we even know God, before we start learning about God. It's our parents. So that the people and the Bible already giving that command, honor them. Now we're honoring them at the same time.
Yes.
You now progress forward. When you mention the very passage where that particular thing comes, you will see that God is not a God that forget things. He put things into running and he supported it and he even helped it to work. How did it help it to work? If now the parents now believes that, okay, my children should respect me, God now even tell them again in another chapter of the Bible,
don't provoke your children to anger.
Provoke them to anger.
Yes.
Do you understand me? The first law has been there,
Yeah.
and the children may manage the law to the extent that it starts happening now that the children are getting confused about this respect so much that, okay, when my father says start in the rain, I have to start in the rain. In the time when we were young, they used to give us some kind of
punishment.
Yeah. That you are going to be weak. You are giving body, they can say lift up your leg and be like this.
Yeah.
You are going to be like that for hours.
Exactly.
And you are feeling pain. And you are so scared to even put your leg down because you are honoring your father and mother. And that is the area where our teachers has not been helping us so much in explaining this matter, correcting it, letting the old people know that I enjoy Netherlands in some of their programs. Sometimes ago, they organize old people classes. Where we go, that is people who are already of age.
Yeah.
They go to class and then they get educated
over certain issues. Yes.
They get something they don't know about children. They get the way that's the things going in this society. I really enjoy. They cancelled it. I don't know why they cancelled that program.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed that because I went to those classes and I learned so many things.
Okay.
You see, by we not really explaining the passage of the Bible or what God really wants for us in a loving way, not in an anger way. I cannot be a father now and I want to teach in a church and I'm thinking myself that let me protect myself first as a father.
Yeah.
And I continue to hit on the area where God spoke about the father respect.
And I know your father and mother.
I never talk about the children too. The children, we are also to do things that we shouldn't make you angry.
Yeah.
If there are things that we really want to do to make you angry, remember what the Bible say again. Explain to me in a better way with honor, with the respect that I will listen to you.
Yes.
Not we shouting together, me shouting, you shouting.
Yeah.
I think those things are there. But when you talk about these honor killings and the honor respect that is going on in the past with so many help from the UN, from so many countries, so many churches, and that's in it. People with knowledge that have been helping that this thing should stop. They even make it a law sometimes ago in Pakistan, because Pakistan was one of the heaviest place where these things are being committed. In some other country too, they do it. In Israel, they do it. In Gaza, they do it. In Palestine, they do it a lot.
Yeah.
I know. I even have records.
It's
I even
true.
have discussed it. So don't let us look at it as maybe it's just only the Bedouin people that are doing it, even the civilized people that we think, like in Israel, in Palestine, they already have all these things. But they still do it. All right. The reason why they do it is because of this, I would say, concentrated, that's a family value. Family value. Oh, you want to disgrace my family. Oh, you want my father to go in shame in the town. You want to be some parent did some action that reflect into such thing. You know what they do? When their children go to marry outside that where they don't want, the father hang themselves. They kill themselves. So when they kill themselves, they now engineer the men in the house to look after that lady and kill her back.
Oh.
Yeah. There are cases like that. I can still point you to Pakistan because I read so much books from that area.
Yes.
I read so much book about all those things, what they do. But now, if you look at it, a lot of information is going on.
Yes.
What we are still doing right now is part of information.
Yes.
We still have part of our core African countries where they believe that they don't do what my father said you should not do, or will drive you out of the house. I've been in Nigeria where some of my family members have become Christians.
Yeah.
Because, my family roots are mostly from the being a pagan into Islam.
Okay.
And then later on, the Christianity start boosting into my state.
Yeah.
And then some of the people see Christianity as a good practice and join it. And from that moment on, a lot of them run out of the house. They can't come to the house because they're afraid. Some of them even be threatened to be killed because of this same value killing that we're talking about.
Yeah.
So you see, later on, I came here just like what this gentleman said, that some of the things happened when we're still in the dark.
Yeah.
When you come to somewhere like in the West where people have the right to choose what they want to do, I also came here. I have some right. I learned some things, and I went back home. And you know, mostly in our country, we have this opportunity of coming from abroad. They're gonna listen to you. They see that someone different is talking right now, not like what they used to hear before. So let's listen to this man. And they are waiting for somebody to break the seal.
Really?
Apostle, they're just waiting for somebody to have the power enough to break the seal. You know what happened? We're having a family meeting, a large family meeting. People came from everywhere, from other cities, because it's December.
Yeah.
And I find out that when we wanted to pray, the Muslims just stood up and prayed, and those that are among us that are from that's a Christian, they just page. Nobody can do anything. Allow the program to go on, and then I ask question.
Yes.
So when I asked question, I was being informed about some of our members who were sick, and then they found they find that is a healing from going to church.
Yes.
Some of them were having a lot of difficulties, and they get through because of the teaching in the church and so on and so forth. And then and I open up to them that you see, religion is free.
Exactly.
And then it's know-how. I told the Christians, I said, you Christian member in my family, you should come in and come and show us Christ. Because if you hide the light, like the Bible says, say, what does it benefit a man that light a candle?
Yes.
Put it
Under the shelf.
Under the shelf.
Yes.
You understand me? It benefits everyone when you light it and you put it on the that's on the candlelight.
Yes.
So that it will shine for the whole house to see.
Exactly.
If you know that you have taken a good religion, a religion of benefit, a religion of salvation, and you know that you're strong in it, bring it home.
Exactly.
Bring it home.
Yes.
So by the next meeting, I want the Muslim to pray, and I want the Christian to pray.
Yes.
So it has worked out. They start loving themselves. They just need somebody to stood up. They need someone to say it. Just like what my brother is saying. If we just say because of many things, we cannot say something, find a way to say it. It could be you educate yourself to the level of having that respect that people can listen to you.
Exactly.
You could work hard and make money.
Yeah.
You can come to abroad also and become a different person, because when we come abroad, they call us about London, yeah, London, you know, that kind of thing. So those opportunities is a thing that we should not miss. They are listening to us. They want to hear from us, because now they believe that you have more knowledge.
Yeah.
And these are the area where we can just chip in this our little discussion. So I do believe that we should not also keep quiet. Now we are 5 people here.
Yeah.
We go through this particular thing, and it should not just remain only here.
No.
We should widen it to talk to people. It's not only the honor killing that is there, but there are also honor destroying. They can destroy your life.
Yes.
Only because you do not follow what your parents say, or you do not honor them in the way they want you to honor, or marry the person they want you to marry. They will destroy you by neglecting you, sanction you, don't allow you to come to your mother, you cannot visit your brothers, you can't go to anywhere, and that subsequently can just destroy your life.
This is terrible.
So, it's what I have said.
Awesome.
We should just go on like this,
Yes.
making people aware of it. Don't let people, because when a subject is being neglected for a long time, then it will surge again.
It's true.
You understand?
Yes.
It will start again, because that is just something in the human brain. Just make sure that we are not walking on this ground anymore for a long time. You see that it will start bringing the weed.
Okay, can we thank you Chief Obalade. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We really missed you.
Sorry.
For those of you who don't know, this is the director of Obalade Suya, Obalade Restaurant,
Yeah.
Obalade of everything.
Thank you. These are my pioneers. They are the leader of Obaladi. I can always respect that.
We hope today you brought the pepper soup.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Those of you who have been listening to us on Facebook and through any other means, please, in case you have questions, channel it to us now on the number that I have been given. Okay? Otherwise, you can WhatsApp it as well, and then we can see what to do about it. Gentlemen and lady, you are doing fine. 2 minutes before we zoom off, okay? Is that all right? Yes, because my neighbor just ended Ramadan and the family are waiting. Right. Okay, so how does HBV, honor-based violence, how does it affect the victims? Is there any one of you who have really witnessed somebody that was killed because of honor violence? Have you witnessed? Have you witnessed in Africa, in anywhere? Have you?
Not directly.
Okay, but what do we call distance we are seeing in the social media? Sometimes you just see somebody went somewhere and did a little crime, and then they just put tire on the person and burn the person alive. What do we call that one?
No, that's lynching.
In Nigeria, it's happening too much.
Yeah, it's lynching. It's,
I kept wondering why.
it's a breakdown. No, it's not. It's a breakdown of law and order.
And the women, they strip them naked.
It's a breakdown of honor.
The women, they strip them naked and they're showing their nudity everywhere. What is that one called also?
That is also a form of protest, they said.
But is that the only way to discipline a woman?
Can I use this opportunity
To show the nakedness
Well, I think it is very
all over the whole world?
It's not. It's unacceptable.
Hey,
It's unacceptable. It's only
my
when you have
God.
a question, they have an answer to every question you ask, but it's not acceptable.
Yeah, you can speak,
I
Dickin.
condemn that.
You see, the Bible is a very, very great book. Not because the book talks about their religion. It is because the book talks about life. But the most sad news about the Bible is that the people who hijacked the Bible, they took the book for their own selfish gain, their own selfish interest, to manipulate the people and put them under their nail. I just want to quote one verse of the Bible. It says, the people will definitely perish for lack of what?
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
Yes.
Now the people who capture the Bible,
Who are the people who capture?
Yes, the people who capture the Bible are the people who tells you that there is heaven. The people who capture the Bible are the same people who is telling you that God has built a place for you, that the only thing you need to think, it's about that very place. Those are the people who capture the Bible. Now, if the people have knowledge, just like Holland people, they don't even go to church, but they have knowledge.
They behave well.
Now, that knowledge they have is why somebody cannot go to Abatan and steal something. They'll put tire on that person and burn that person alive. You know why? Because they have knowledge. The Bible already tells you that your people will perish if they don't have that knowledge. You don't need to be a Christian to have knowledge. But African man believe that when they raise their hand up like this and say, oh, Father, bless me with your knowledge and your wisdom, then the wisdom and the knowledge will come. But it's not true. Just for the sake of our African audience that are listening.
Yes.
Until we get rid of the Bible that these so-called ministers of God are preaching to us, and take the Bible that the Western world are reading, they will be burning people every day on the street of Africa. Somebody stole just a bread right now in Nigeria.
You burn him.
They burn him just to steal bread. And then you have the same politicians that you clamor and clap for. They steal billions of your money that would have sent your children to school. But you protect them with gun for nothing to. That is people that don't have knowledge. So that is why I said that until we eradicate all the men of God, put them in one place, because they are not telling. Even the politicians go to their church. They collect their money and they tell them that they must go to heaven. Because every African man believes that there is heaven. But the truth about it is that it's just a fictional story. There is no such thing. But that is how they have metallized us. That's why Africa is not developed, because everybody wants to go to heaven. A Dutchman who knows that there is no heaven is thinking of the cars that they will drive in the next 50 years. They've started to manufacture it because they don't think there is heaven anywhere. That is why here they are building the next cars for the next 50 years. 20 years ago, I believed that heaven was going to come in the next 5 years. That was how I believed. But thank God today now, I don't believe there is heaven anymore.
And you don't
we are
need,
talking about honor-based.
and then you don't need to be a deacon. I submit that to you.
I'm a deacon.
Why must you be a deacon when you're antichrist already?
Oh, is that an antichrist?
I mean, what are you talking about? Heaven or no heaven? What's that supposed to mean?
Maybe that would be another topic for another day.
No, if we are talking about honor-based violence.
Yeah, in what way does this one, deacon? In what way does this
I
one?
wanted to portray what he said. No, what he said about. You said it. You were talking about honor-based violence. You were saying that somebody stole something, they were burning the person.
No, I said where do we place this?
Honor-based.
Jesus is a tree. You remember, and it has different branches.
Yes.
You understand? If
Good branches.
A branch
Good branches.
believes that it doesn't have to struggle for heaven.
Yeah.
It's not that he hates Christ.
No.
He doesn't hate Christ.
No, but that's the reality. I'm
You
talking
just want
about
to spend.
reality.
You want to spend some time on earth to enjoy more on earth.
Well.
Like the Jehovah's Witness let us know that.
Yeah.
even
They will
earth,
possess the earth.
They will possess it.
Yes.
So if somebody have idea, let us just enjoy together the idea you have. This is a very good idea you have too. It doesn't make anyone angry.
Yeah.
You are bringing something that it could take so many years for some other people to understand.
Right. Hold it there. So, do you think that HBV is what the harm it is causing to the victims? Honor-based violence. Does it what the harm it is causing to the society?
No, not at all.
No, but if you remember what we are trying to talk
What
about,
is it?
Wisdom.
Let men also know that.
Ahmed,
Understand the question.
Ahmed, do you understand the question?
Nee, dat is dat.
You say you must tell him.
Ja, denk je dat die gerelateerd geweld, wat denk je over, is it what they
Yeah, you said it. Is it what?
Is it at what? Is it?
Does it worth it? Yeah.
Is it worth it?
Yeah. Does it worth it? Yeah.
Als ik, niet dat het per se waard heeft, hè. Maar als ik even een klein beetje terugkom naar de religie, hè, wat
Ja.
we het over hadden.
Ja.
En ik denk dat alle geweld, of wat de eer, of wat dan ook, of het nou christen is of het nou moslim is, hè. Ik denk dat de beste oplossing is, hè, nou hard is wat dan ook, dat is als je je religie volgt. Ja? Of nou christen of moslims, en of die twee, dit zijn eigenlijk, ben ik wel, dat zijn wel die twee dingen die je eigenlijk, als je dat gewoon 100% volgt, dat zijn leven, dat leidt, dat je dat eer betoont, of eer, je eigen eer, dat je wat lager kan zetten. En dan hele geweld, wat dan ook. Want kijk hier, als wij hier Nederlands ook over hebben we daar ook net over gehad. Iedereen volgt de regelgeving. Iedereen volgt gewoon de regels, want wij die bekeuren wat af, dat wordt gewoon gevolgd. Dat komt eigenlijk door het onderwijs. En als wij zelf uit ons eigen land kijken, iemand die ook aan religie gekoppeld is en gewoon ook daarna leeft, dan is het ook zijn waarde eigenlijk. Dus wel redelijk kun je wel gelijk iemand die regelgeving volgt. Dat iemand die in zijn leven ook aan jouw pad leidt. Dus ik denk dat de religie is wel een van de kernen, vind ik, die probleem op is. Als je de cultuur een beetje loskoppelt.
The thing is, there is law and order in every religion, culture, tradition in our human society.
Okay.
So everyone must be responsible and diligent enough
Yes.
to abide with the rules, not to hurt each other.
Okay.
If the African politician is good enough, if the pastor is preaching the word of God in the right way,
Yes.
if the young man and the young man are doing their right things, nobody will hurt each other. Nobody has to do a violence against the friend.
Okay.
Because if there is enough money, they know how to share it, how to support each other. So nobody is like financial abuse. This, all those things are also violence. And when I am a poor woman and you take all the money and I continue to be poor, and then my son come and shoot you, It's all violence because you didn't you are making me poor. And so the violence continues. So you say honor-based. For instance, that in a culture that they say they only know men and women marry.
Yeah.
But now they are saying let men and men marry. So when you bring this, you educate the people. Then they say, oh, okay, it's a new idea. But if you don't do it and you want to force somebody, there will be violence. So it's it's all education,
It's very correct.
education, responsibility, respecting each other.
And because we do not take care of it,
Yes.
it's violence.
Yeah.
There are so many countries where we do not even know anything about honor killing.
Yes.
They don't know anything like that because it never originates from their place.
Yeah.
They don't know about it. Well, the first time I'm hearing of that, sometimes, if I did not give myself the kind of education that I followed, I wouldn't have known where exactly it's happening.
Yeah.
But like in our place,
Yes.
we know also that we also have our different things in Africa. Like we have Osu in some area of Igbo land.
Before.
Okay, yes, I'm very happy to hear before.
Yeah.
Where some women are not going to we're not going to marry them. If
Yes.
you marry them, somebody will even fight you or kill you because
Yes.
you call them Osu.
It's true.
You understand
Outcast means of
Outcast. You understand me? All this kind of a thing,
Yeah.
it is because of lack of the same thing that my brother is called wisdom. The wisdom is not there, the knowledge is not there, they don't seek it.
It's not wisdom. It's not. There is a rule. Don't steal. If you steal, you pay double. If you don't have double, I'll take your girl a slave.
Yes.
So then it goes that because you are a slave, you don't. They take your entitlement from you.
Yes.
To be lower.
But you can't. But
You know,
can't,
it doesn't mean that it's ignorance.
But it's not
It's
follow-
the rules that you have to follow. There are rules and
but
regulations.
you can never follow rules. It's not. You see,
So we have to live like a jungle without rules.
No. So are you saying to me that woman in the street market, just because she went and she was excessively hungry and probably getting to a point of fainting, collapsing, and she didn't know what else to do, probably she has begged for money nobody gave to her, and somehow accidentally she went and took somebody's apple. So because of that one apple she took,
no, but
that's why she has to be
I
lynched.
wanted to correct her why I said that nobody will follow rules.
Lynched to death.
In a
Nobody will follow rules,
No, in
yes.
a society where you follow rules, it's a society like Holland. Let me tell you why. You say in this country
So
today,
in
wait,
Africa
excuse
we
me.
don't follow rules.
No, I want to tell you why people will not follow
There's
rules.
no rule,
in
there's no
Africa.
rule.
No, but wait, let me tell you why people will not follow rules in Africa. You see, Holland here, the reason why you will follow rule is this. When you live in Holland, you don't have a job. The government will support you with your social security. That means if you beat the train, you have an income to pay for that your train. That
Yeah,
you beat.
exactly.
Now, if you live in Holland here, you don't have an income, you go to Abatan, you steal bread, they will call the police.
It's true.
When they call the police come there, the police will take you away. The first question they want to know is,
Are you hungry?
no, they will not even ask that. Your document. You don't have. Now they know that as an illegal, there's no way you have an income in this country. Already that explains why you can go to the shop and steal. Wait, madam. You know, in Africa, people can never obey rules in Africa. Why? Because the situation that the people are facing in Africa will be too difficult for you to obey any rules that you are setting. That is why I talk about knowledge and wisdom. Let me tell you the knowledge of Africa right now. If Africa have knowledge and wisdom, they know that all these their leaders today should not have been there. That is why when you go to countries where they have knowledge, when they have leaders like the type that we have in Africa, the leaders we have in Africa cannot even stay for 1 month in Holland. No. You will see 1 million Holland people on the street today protesting. You see, in Africa, you cannot get a crowd of 1 million from Nigeria with the kind of suffering they have been suffering these past days. 1 million people on the street.
Even when they are on the street.
You know why? Because they don't have the knowledge.
No.
They don't understand what they need to do. That is it.
No. When they are on the street, they will kill them.
They will kill them.
But when you have the knowledge,
them.
but madam, when you have the knowledge, you will understand that it's not about killing you now. It's about you dying and changing narrative.
You now, and you're living here in the West, in the Western world, and you are saying that another person will go and kill up to die. They'll start the process.
I think
Holland resisted Hitler. You know that.
Anyway, we're mixing things together. And when you mix things together, you cannot, that is, find your feet.
Yeah.
It's just like if somebody is going to wear a jeans that has 3 legs. We don't have 3 legs. So if you have a jean that has 3 legs, you will be looking for where to put your feet. The problem and situation in Africa or in Nigeria, if I may, because I know more about Nigeria, I wouldn't know much about other African countries, but I have only few. What my brother is saying is somehow on the line, but the only thing you forgot is that go to Nigeria, go to the people, go and learn the people you need to learn. If you have detached yourself from the people for a long time, go back again and see.
Yeah.
And see what is happening. The most thing that is making people to get hungry in Nigeria, or the fake hungry that may be going on, is political.
Of course not.
You understand me? It's political. If someone is blessed, like God Almighty, bless God, bless Nigeria.
Yeah.
Each and every Nigeria can survive on the soul of Nigeria without needing the government intervention.
It's true.
I read it on the news that 95% of our land in Nigeria is a soil to do what? To bring out something for you to eat.
Awesome.
And so, if anyone will now cry to God that I'm hungry, but refuse to walk or go to the farm, is a problem. Now, if people want to go to the farm, one of the problems they have right now is they're talking about the S-men killing people from there because they couldn't go to farm. And
Exactly.
we need a good government to do that.
Exactly.
But when people are saying that let us go and riot, let me give you something, ma'am. I really, because I'm someone that really want to get fat of matter. I saw a man that is hungry. A man that is hungry is really hungry, that's not eating for 5 days or 6 days. And he saw a bag of rice of 50 kilo. And he just hung it and put it on his neck. And he was running. That is a man that has been hungry for 5 days, who has not eaten anything.
Okay.
Can a man do that? I was in Somali. Because if somebody want to talk to me about people that did not eat and did not have food, let's go to Somali and see that. But why are we destroying our nation? Why are we destroying ourselves? Why we don't have a good thing to say about our nation? And the continuous way we continue to say bad things, that's what the young ones are learning. And that's why you don't find any good thing to say.
All these things come back to this honor-based violence that we want to talk about, and we are saying honor-based.
Because if my brother is the one
if
stealing,
everybody is
they will not go
thinking
and fight
about
them.
my honor, I want my
own.
I want my own to be good. The politician is thinking about his honor, not only money. If the policeman is thinking about honor, you know that if I don't keep my honor, somebody will shoot my face.
If a policeman in Holland has not received salary for 6 months, he can never have honor. That's one thing you must know. In this country, if a policeman in this country have not received salary for 6 months, there's no honor.
In most cases, there's no proof.
There's no
This
proof of
topic
us.
is complex.
It's complex.
We are now coming to an end of it.
These are
For this moment.
honor-based.
Yeah, you're right.
I think we'll have a section B of it.
No, honors-based violence, madam, is not. I so much appreciate it that we do it as short as we can. Madam, we have so many issues today in Africa.
Bring them out.
Just like the one I talk about right now, that is one of the biggest consequences of African failures. You attacked me, you said I'm not a Dickens.
Which one? Which one?
When I said that there is no heaven.
The one saying there's no heaven.
When I said there is no heaven. Bring that topic.
No, put it in
Bring that topic. Let us discuss it. Let me show you facts and proof in the Bible.
I will bring it.
It's in the Bible.
I'll bring it.
I will prove it to you that there is no heaven in the Bible.
No child of God should be afraid to explain exactly what God meant by saying he loved the world so much and said his only begotten son.
Okay.
That whosoever that believes.
Okay.
We are not talking about the rating or whatever. He said, for whoever that believes shall have
everlasting life.
Yes. What do you call
understand me?
everlasting life?
They now tell you
That is why you have to bring
everlasting
this
life,
topic. Let us debate it.
They now tell you when it continues.
Is it according to your own school of thought, or is
when
according
God
to?
is promising anything, God promised a good thing, because he said
It's
when
illusion.
wait.
It's
When
illusion.
I make the whole world and I look at it, it was what?
Fine.
It was good.
Did God created Pluto? I just want to ask you now. At least you are left television. You will not go into that. But you need to go into. Because when they wrote the Bible, the scientists never knew that a planet called Pluto existed.
Yes.
So now when your Bible wrote that God created heaven and earth, That was the only thing they know at the time they wrote the Bible.
Well, ladies
Everything a
and
servant
gentlemen.
know, ma'am, if everything a servant know, he do what? He inherited it from his master.
Yeah.
From his master. So I'm very surprised
if
that
you
that
are- if
servant,
you are wiser
I'm
than
very
your master-
surprised that your master never gave you that format when you were writing the book that concerns him.
That's true. That's true.
And you understand?
Yeah.
So that is why, the reason why I said that a lot of
We
us are
have to
very
talk
scared.
about religion.
A lot of us are
we'll
very
talk
scared to
about
talk
it.
about the
Yeah.
Bible.
No, we'll talk
We'll
about
talk
it.
about
No,
this later.
Huh?
no,
You
it's
are
good.
very
It's good.
correct.
We'll talk
You are very
about
correct.
it. We want you to fix the date. We will talk about
Mama,
it.
you fix the date. I'm available.
It's going to be next week Wednesday.
I'm available.
That's good. That's good.
This
That's
is so
good.
good.
That's
And I want you to be there.
I will be there.
I want to hear.
I
Yes.
love my brother.
And then I'm gonna
You have to bring this up.
Yes.
And
It's a
Ahmed
very
is
important
gonna come
subject.
as well.
We
No,
must
leave Ahmed
liberate
because-
Africans. We must liberate Africans.
Well. On
No,
this
we
note,
want, why we want somebody like Ahmed? I see him also as a religious person.
he is now. He
So
is
because he's a religious person, I
Yes.
would like somebody
also
like
calm.
him
to be there. Also.
to be there. Why?
You see, they're
Because
inviting you now.
when you are too religious, I will also be able to convince him that day that when he
Yes.
leaves this studio,
Yeah.
he will start to think. I think that Dickens Kinney
It is
is
awesome.
very right.
Well, on this note, ladies and gentlemen,
that, I love
we are
that, I
bringing
love
this
that.
topic to a close. I want to say a big thank you to every one of you. You are intelligent. You are awesome. You are great.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate each and every one of you.
Thank you.
So we look forward to having a very palatable debate next week, Wednesday. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. And we want to say a very big bye to all of you. But before we sign up, remember, if you've not taken your dinner, Obalade restaurant is there.
Yes, so
With
I've seen there
with, better
with
egusi,
better
better
egusi,
egusi.
and ewedu
With jollof rice.
and the one for the suya na the suya.
Balande
The
suya.
suya,
Fish and
oh,
plantain.
the suya, the suya.
Yes.
So I say bye to you. Thank you, the Millennium Chicken. Thank you for
thank
being
you.
with
Thank
us.
you for having
Thank
me.
you, Miss Ruthie.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're always a blessing, a
Thank
very
you.
intelligent woman.
Thank you.
My God, I don't think they will sell you in the last generation and this generation. They will never sell you
Oh.
because you are very intelligent too.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ahmed, for being here. Thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you, Chief Obalade.
Thank you.
Thank you, and Apostle. We say we love you. Thank you for your patience.
Thank you very much.
And bye for now.
Bye.